Today on Behind the Scenes.
This good-looking fella here, Oscar, is about ready to do man overboard.
Shall we?
Today we get a behind-the-scenes look at the iconic Pierce County ferry system, which has been operating since 1922. Every year, almost 500,000 people enjoy the ride from Steilacoom across the Puget Sound to Anderson and Ketron Islands. But in order for all of our daily commuters, businesses, and vacationers to utilize the ferry system, a tremendous amount of work, maintenance, and regular training is required to keep the boats operational and on time. And all of this starts every day, well before the sun comes up and well after the sun goes down.
So this is actually a startup checklist. So those are the things we actually do in the morning.
When do you transfer control?
When I'm all finished down here,
Okay.
Captain doesn't get control until we're ready to pass it.
He's logging that put up with a council member in the engine room.
Now we're going to make a little bit of noise. We're going to start firing up some of the equipment. Around the other side.
Oh, you run two?
That engine will run the shaft and prop on that end. This engine will run the shaft and prop on this end. Go ahead and pick up the phone, dial 0,
Yeah?
and when the captain answers, just tell him the engines are all his.
Captain, the engines are all yours.
Getting a first-hand look at the long morning checklist the surprisingly small crew has to complete prior to getting underway gave me a whole new appreciation for their daily commitment to public safety. And the safety is very important in every task to ensure a pleasant journey for all passengers. This ferry team was buzzing all over the ship.
We have a checklist just like the guy in the engine room had for all the equipment up here. We've got cameras everywhere, so the captain can always look over his shoulder and see anything that's going on. Both ends are identical. We've got two setups like this, and those are both controlled with these two levers right here. This one for forward, this one for aft.
Okay.
Our engines, this one is going to be the one that's behind me and pushing me across. This one I will also engage when we're going across, and it's going to be pulling the boat.
What's the high-tech sticky?
The high-tech sticky, it's that light's really bright.
Oh, okay.
It's my homemade dimmer.
I've been briefed now. It's time to get this thing underway. The only thing is, it's hard to reach control. You got to be able to move this chair, right?
No, that's where it sits.
Really? So obviously you don't kick back like this when we're driving, right?
No.
We're standing, I assume?
Yes.
When are we sitting?
When we're logging stuff.
So we've got this big chair.
It's mainly there for aesthetics.
Supposed to be a good drive this morning for me. Good practice for the Zamboni. I really appreciate you showing me around the con here. And how long have you been doing this?
I've been working on ferry boats for 16 years. I've ran boats on the East Coast up and down the Hudson, Mobile Bay down in Alabama, Mississippi River, and then I've ran boats all over the Puget Sound.
And your preference is?
The Puget Sound.
All right. Good answer?
To stay razor sharp and ready for anything that may go wrong, the crews train weekly on a myriad of response procedures. We got to participate in one of the more intense drills, the man overboard drill. But to be honest, I felt that Oscar, the rescue dummy, was a little underdressed for the occasion, it being his TV debut and all. Luckily, I brought just the thing.
Gotta make this guy look sharp. Gotta look like the chair, you know? Today we find ourselves in the man overboard drill. So this good-looking fella here, Oscar, is about ready to do man overboard.
Shall we?
All right, Captain, we got a man overboard on the number 1 end, starboard side.
And
so they know what that horn
Yes.
means?
All trained mariners should know what that means. All based off of Morse code.
Oh, okay.
May I have your attention, please? May I have your attention, please? Our crew is going to be launching the rescue boat to retrieve a man overboard. We ask that you please stand clear of this operation. The crew will be launching the rescue boat to retrieve a man overboard. We ask that you please stand clear. Thank you.
Now that's how you run a tight ship. You know, it's easy to forget about all of the complexities and details it requires to ferry thousands of people and vehicles across the Sound on a daily basis. And you can't do it without a skilled, knowledgeable, and efficient crew. And they do it every day for 17 hours all year long. I want to thank the entire ferry service crew for showing me the ropes and providing us all a behind-the-scenes look at what it takes to travel 1.7 million miles a year to our beautiful Anderson and Ketron Islands, right here in the mighty 6th District of Pierce County.